Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is January 12th, 2021. I want to talk about a story that came up today. Supposedly, this rapper named his name is YFN Lucci. He is facing some serious murder charges, and supposedly he's on the run. So the police is now offering a reward for his capture. So this looked like a real serious story, and I'm gonna show you guys the ritual behind this man's case right now, because he's looks like he's gonna be, once they do catch up to him, he's probably gonna be convicted for this murder. Because what I've noticed in the time that I've been doing this is that almost, I guess, the 100% of the rappers, they have to go through some type of ritual. Either one of their family members die, either they go to jail for a long period of time, or a lot of times they get shot, or sometimes they get shot and killed. And in the time that I've been listening to rap music, this was one of those rappers that he made some great music, and he had a song called "Every Day We Lit," and that song was always in the radio back in 2016 when it was released. And that was one of the songs that I liked a lot, because I heard it every single day. So, and I was like, you know what? Why is it that this rapper, I've never heard a story about him? And lo and behold, here it is. And they didn't even take it easy on him, because he's had a pretty long career, I guess over 5 years already, and I've never heard any stories about him. The only thing I've ever heard about him is that he was dating Lil Wayne's daughter. And look, so it's like every single rapper, they either go to jail, and I've spoken about this before, they either go to jail, or they get shot, or they get shot and killed, or a family member passes away. It's always the same thing with these mainstream celebrities. So let's read some of the reporting by CNN, and then let's look at the decode, and let's see why are the police looking for him on January 12th. And remember, he is the boyfriend of Lil Wayne's daughter. Her name is Reginae Carter. I'm going to show you guys how this ritual here is not only connected to his Lil Wayne's daughter, but it's also connected to the rapper Lil Wayne, who's also been in the headlines for some serious federal charges. So you're going to look at everything and see what else we can find at the end. Okay, so it says that rapper YFN Lucci is wanted in Atlanta on multiple charges, including murder. In connection with a fatal shooting last month, Atlanta police said Tuesday, officers responding to calls of a person shot around 5:20 p.m. on December 10th found James Adams, 28, lying in the street with a gunshot wound to his face. The police incident report states Adams was taken to a local hospital where he died. A short time later, a second victim, Kevin Wright, 32, arrived at an area fire station by private vehicle with a gunshot wound to his abdomen. The report states homicide investigators determined the two shootings were likely related. 3 suspects were named in the investigation, including 29-year-old YFN Lucci, whose real name is Ray Sean Bennett, police said. It's always the police behind all these reports. CNN was unable to reach Lucci or his representatives for comment. He is wanted on charges of felony murder, aggravated assault, participation in street gang activity, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. The other 2 suspects were caught, police said. An award of up to $5,000 is being offered through Crime Stoppers for the rapper's arrest and prosecution. YFN Lucci is an Atlanta native who is known for his 2017 hit, Every Day We Lit. A song that I heard almost every single day when it came out. Okay, so these are some real serious charges. So 2 victims, a 32-year-old and a 28-year-old, and they already have the other 2 suspects in custody. And for some reason, they can't find the rapper, the most popular one out of the 3, the one that has the most money. I mean, even without gematria, I mean, how can people see this stuff and not question it? Because here you have a rapper with millions of dollars. And, that matters because when you are a person with money, you have the capabilities to hire great attorneys. So why are you going to be running away from the police when it's going to make your case worse for you? Because eventually they are going to catch up to you. So, people got to ask themselves, why would a millionaire run away from the police? That doesn't make any sense. And I'm pretty sure this rapper has lawyers. He is signed to a record company. I mean, how is it possible that the record company don't know where he's at? His lawyers, his family members. I mean, this stuff doesn't make any sense. It never does. But yeah, people buy into it every single time. It's unbelievable. So first thing I noticed, he was born February 16th, 1991. And he's 29 years old. And of course, shooting is 109, the 29th prime number. So here he is on the run for an alleged shooting that took place on December 10th. A 29-year-old. And okay, something that I've noticed about these celebrities is they're not only are they born on the perfect date, but their names that they're given, it always lines up. Well, not always, but a lot of times their names it lines up with their birthday. And I'm like, how is this all possible? I mean, are these people being born to become rappers? I guess that's what's going on. I mean, that's the only explanation I can come up with. But like the report said, he was born Ray Sean Bennett, and in gematria, his name sums to 216, like how he was born on February 16th. I mean, I find that to be very remarkable that means he was named accordingly. He was named according to the day that he was born. And if that's the case, that means they had his life already planned. They already knew that this man was going to become a rapper. And he was going to have these abilities to create music, which is I don't know how that's possible because not everybody can do that. Not everybody has the voice. I mean, how do they know that this person is going to be born into and have these talents? How do they know that? My other explanation that I have is that, these rappers are born on a date and then their names are changed. And then their names are changed to a name that lines up with their birthdays. That's my other explanation. And I don't know if that's true or not, but I just find it remarkable. But since he was born February 16th, today is 331 days after his birthday. 331, the 67 prime number that we talk about a lot with these sacrifices. So notice from his last birthday to today, 331 days to 67 prime, blood sacrifices 67, human sacrifices 67. And even though the rapper is not dead, in a way, his career and his life is pretty much over because he's facing murder charges, So I guess this is a human sacrifice. He's sacrificing himself, I guess, for I don't know exactly for what. I mean, fame. I mean, he was only famous for 5 years, but it's just strange. It's just strange. But this is definitely a blood sacrifice because, you're removing yourself from society pretty much. Because, I mean, Atlanta, they don't play around when it comes to murder. And, I'm not saying that none of this stuff is true because there's a part of me that thinks that, all these stories are contrived bullshit. It's all made up. But I'm just saying, going by what they're telling us, he's being charged for murder. In Atlanta, somebody that gets convicted for murder, I think the least amount of years that you can face in jail, I might be mistaken about this, but Somebody who's convicted for first degree murder. Because these are two victims that were killed on December 10th. Someone who is convicted for murder in Atlanta faces minimum sentence of 25 years in prison. Now I don't know if that's true. I'll look for it. I'll look it up at the end. But 25 years. I mean, the guy's 29. We could say he's 30. He's turning 30 in a couple of weeks. So he's gonna be released when he's 55 years old. I mean, his life is over, pretty much. Well, his rap career is definitely over. If you measure to his 30th birthday, it's 35 days. Number that we talk about a lot with rappers, right? Rap is 35. Of course, Catholic is 35. Spangali is 35. That's the evil hand behind these record company rappers and pretty much everybody that works for these record companies. You know, the evil hand that makes these people do things that they don't want to do, but they have to do it. You know, the cabal. It's really sick stuff goes on. I don't know why people would sign up for this. This is like, you want your career to be over at 29? I don't know. I don't really understand it 100%. Cause in some cases, like this rapper, he was born. I can say he was probably born into it. Cause the guy's name something 216. He was born on February 16th. I mean, that right there is just too perfect for me to think that this was just a rapper that they found in a neighborhood, signed him, and then made him famous overnight. I think that his life was scripted from the day that he was born. But like I mentioned, he is the boyfriend of Regina Carter. She is the daughter of Lil Wayne. And this seems to be synced up with her and her father, Lil Wayne. Because she was born November 29th. And today is 44 days after her birthday. And we all know shooting is 44. Execution is 44. Georgia is 44. The rapper's from Georgia. He committed the murder supposedly in Georgia. 44. African American is also 44. But notice this. Lil Wayne was born September 27th. And from his birthday to today is 170 days. 107 days. I mean, that's amazing. Because shooting is 107 and 44. So it's 107 days after Lil Wayne's birthday. And it's 44 days after his daughter's birthday. And this is the boyfriend of Lil Wayne's daughter being charged, or I guess they're looking for him for an alleged shooting that took place back in December. Unbelievable. Like I said, I don't know what's really, I don't understand this 100%. I don't know what's the meaning of, ending your career at such a young age. I mean, they did it with Biggie Smalls, Tupac Shakur. I don't get it. I mean, I guess this is, the Jesuits, it's a religion, and being that I'm not a Jesuit, I'm not going to understand these people's religious beliefs because I'm not a Jesuit. There's a lot of things that they practice that a lot of us are not even aware of. And, it's their belief that blood sacrifices are needed. So I guess it's not my job to understand it because I don't plan on being a Jesuit. I don't even want to know really, because it's pretty obvious already with the things that we already know that this is what's going on. So I don't think we need to know anything else. I don't want to know the why because it's really irrelevant at this point. All I want to know is how come nobody else can notice this when this stuff is so repetitive. That's what I really want to know. Why is it that we make these videos every single day and it goes over people's heads? Why are people always denying something that's so repetitive? I mean, it's the same numbers. 35 days before his birthday, the news comes out that they're looking for him for murder. Oh, man. So, I guess, they're picking it up right where they left off. 2020, we saw a bunch of rappers in the headlines, either dead or shot or arrested. And speaking of arrested, Lil Wayne is also facing some real serious felony charges. And, I did a video on him. If you guys want to visit my channel, just look for the video with it has Lil Wayne in the thumbnail. And I covered his ritual. It has a lot to do with the Super Bowl. But, I don't get it. I don't get it. Because Lil Wayne is 38. I mean, a superstar. Why would they send him to jail for another 5 years? I mean, I don't get it. I don't know why. Why are they doing this? Because they can benefit off these people so much if they're out here. But I guess they can benefit off them even if they're locked up or they're dead. It doesn't really matter. Once the music is out there, that's all that really matters. I mean, I bet you after this rapper gets found and convicted, everybody's going to be listening to his music and his streams is going to go up. And the record company is going to be cashing in on this rapper. And, I'm not going to, I mean, he probably never goes to jail. They'll probably put him in an island somewhere. He'll retire. And that's that. That's another possibility. But again, I don't know these things to be a fact. These are just hypothetical theories that I have. Because I don't have any other explanation for why they are sending a young man to jail for the rest of his life. I mean, I just think that this is a way for them to end their careers early. That way they can have a regular life in the future. Because when you're a celebrity, you don't really have a regular life. You can't go outside. You don't have any privacy. So I guess when you fake your death or you fake your arrest, I guess, that's like a way to exit the celebrity world. So let's see. I mean, I don't know that to be true either, but I'm just saying. That's my only explanation for why somebody at 29 with such a bright future, why they are deciding to remove him from his career. Strange. But what else? So this story is still new. It's still developing. So we'll probably hear something else in the future. But something that I noticed also is not only does he have 4.2 million followers, 42 number stamped on Black history, on Black people, but look at his thumbnail, right? He has up here Corona Pack. He has all these viruses around him. I'm not sure if this is the album, if this is a song. I'm not sure. But Corona Pack, I mean, look at the gematria of Corona Pack. 56. Oh, man, 56. Strange. And last thing, Wikipedia spells his name with a Y. But if you notice down here, they have two spellings for his name. And I don't think this is an accident. I think this is on purpose. Because, most reports say that his name is spelled Ray Sean with a Y. Ray Sean Lamar Bennett. But down here, you see that they left off that Y. I think they did this on purpose because Ray Sean Bennett, without the Y, it sums to 56 as well. And it also sums to 79 like Society of Jesus. And I don't think that's a coincidence. I think that that's coding. Showing people who this man is, who he belongs to. Belongs to the Jesuits, the Jesuit order. So, and I think I did decode his full name. Let's just see. And he also had an album that came out on December 4th, Jay-Z's birthday. So his full name sums to 81, like Ritual. And look at that. His name sums to 117. I mean, are they gonna wait till January 17th to say that they found him? Possibly. Today is now the 13th. That'll be 4 more days. It took the police 4 days to find a man that's probably going to get convicted for a shooting. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Just want to show you guys, if anybody watching this for the first time, this stuff goes on every single day, all the time, all year round. It's like this is, I don't even know what to say because it's like I know a lot of you probably gonna come here for the first time and troll the video, but you're the problem. You're the reason this stuff goes on. You're the reason, a lot of us, the people who continue to reject this information, you're the person that's going to get vaccinated, and you're the one that's probably going to get sick, and you're probably going to die in the future. And that is very unfortunate. And because of you is why the world is what it is today. Why so many young people, because you guys got to understand what this does to black people in general, right? Because you guys notice how I mentioned he has 4.2 million subscribers. That's a number that has been stamped on black people in a very negative way. And whenever you see a black man, and I don't want to make this racial, but I'm just saying that this is what they're putting out there. So this is not about race. I mean, just look at what they do to black people in general. Black people are constantly in the headlines for murder, shootings, domestic violence, robbery, all the time. I can name you 50 rappers that they either been involved in a shooting or they've been murdered or some gang activity. Like this rapper here, they're looking for him because he's supposed to be connected to a gang shooting. And black people in shootings, right? Making black people seem like they're thugs, gangsters. And then, what that does is it portrays every black person in society to be this way. And these stories are contrived bullshit. This story is not true. He probably, nobody's probably even dead, to be honest. They're probably not even looking for him. He's probably in their offices somewhere, or he probably in a plane to an island, to a private island where nobody has access to. This guy is probably living the best life right now. And he doesn't care because he's getting millions of dollars to portray himself as a murderer. He doesn't care what this does to black people in general. They don't care. But, when you're walking down the street and the police is harassing you, this is why. And the reason that happens is because you guys refuse to embrace this information. If you embrace the information and we can organize and make a difference and change what's going on, similar to what happened after the George Floyd hoax, something similar to that, but I don't think we have to, steal from stores and stuff like that, like a lot of people did. We need to organize and, figure out who's the real enemy and find out a solution. Because I know so many people in my neighborhood who have been falsely arrested for things that they never did. But being that society portrays black people as thugs, whenever something happens, they always point at the group of black people who are standing at the corner. And a lot of times those black people at the corner are just regular everyday people. But society portrays people who stand in the corner and are black to be thugs. And these stories like this is what builds these narratives. Because these people sell their souls for money. I mean, that's another reason I think that they're doing this, right? But I don't understand why. I mean, I guess I understand why he does it, right? He's getting millions of dollars, right? But yeah, so the reason this stuff goes on is because a lot of you watch these videos, start writing stupid comments that serve no purpose, start trolling the video, start calling me idiot and calling me names, when all I'm trying to do is expose some evil some evil. I guess I don't know what to call this because this is like, I guess this is the evil plan. These evil plans that are taking place every single day. I'm just here trying to expose it, and you guys are acting like I'm the one that's the enemy. I'm not the enemy. I'm exposing the enemy. The enemy is this rapper here. He's an enemy of his own race. And the people who put him up to this is also an enemy of mankind. You know, what they're doing with the coronavirus is really a crime versus humanity. A crime against humanity. And the reason all this stuff goes on is because even when we tell you guys what's going on and we show you evidence and we show you 100 million examples, you're still, oh my God, these conspiracy theorists guys you guys are nut. You heard what he said? He said, this is connected to Lil Wayne. Ha 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 ha. Yes, I mean, didn't you see the numbers, how they line up so perfectly? It's called math, people. So all this is math. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is that there's a bigger narrative here. Black people involved in gang shootings, in gang violence. I know hundreds and hundreds of black people who are not into gang violence, who are not into guns, who are not into murdering other people. Why they don't make headlines about those people? These are the headlines that they make constantly. Black people doing bad things. And they also do it to white people. They do it to all of us. We are their enemies. So I think it's time to wake up and then let's do something about it, because that's the point of these videos. These videos are not just to gossip about these rappers. These videos is to show you guys what's really going on and where we're headed if we don't do something about it. I am not by no means an entertainer. These videos are not meant to entertain anybody. I'm just exposing something that a lot of you probably can't do for yourself, that I learned to do with the years that I've been understanding their patterns. I mean, how many shootings in Georgia I've covered in the past year? I mean, because Georgia has that 44 gematria, like shooting, like execution, like kill. That's another word that sounds to 44, the word kill. And then the guy's girlfriend, her birthday was 44 days ago. There's no conspiracy here. Well, there is a conspiracy, but this stuff is not it's not a theory. This is a fact. It's a fact that these things are meant to hurt black people. That's why he has 4.2 million subscribers. 4.2 million, right? This black man with 4.2 million subscribers who's turning 30. You guys take care, and I'll see you next time.